We have a Fox News alert now. 2 hostages, including an American, accidentally killed in a United States drone attack. But a separate strike takes out top al-Qaeda operative Adam Gaddan. What does this mean for the war on terror? Is our drone strategy working? The Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden and Fox News contributor Rob O'Neill joins us now to react. Rob, thanks for being here with Fox and Friends. What went wrong?
Good morning, Elizabeth. Thanks for having me.
What went wrong here?
What went wrong was it's just a matter of not being 100% of whether or not the American and the Italian hostages were in the building. Very difficult to tell. This strike took place in South Waziristan, which is western Pakistan. Very hard to get people in there to find out what's going on and what's not going on. A bunch of different means of intelligence were used to find the targets they were going after, but it was too hard to tell if the hostages were there. They didn't think they were that far west, and if they had known even a hint that they were somewhere nearby, there's no way the strike would have been authorized.
Is this a policy issue? Are we relying too much on drone strikes rather than on the ground intel, the eyes and ears of our men and women in the military?
Well, we rely on drones quite a bit because it's easy to monitor from, not easy, but you can monitor from the sky. You can make sure they're trying to minimize collateral damage at all costs, and that's one of our constraints. It's easy to do that. It's easy to hit a precise point target, and that's what they had here. They just didn't realize, like I said, that the hostages were in there.
Who are they looking to target here? Who are they looking to get? What do you know about him?
See, I'm thinking they were trying to get Ahmed Farouk, who was the deputy leader for what they're calling now AQIS, or Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent. He was kind of making his way up. He was a shadowy guy. They're not admitting right now they were targeting him. They were just saying they found a group of guys that were around a building. I find it hard to believe through delegation that they would say if you see 4 figures standing around a house, you can hit it. There had to be different types of intelligence going on. I think they knew Farouk was there, and then they struck.
What do you know? What are your feelings on Adam Gaddan, American Al-Qaeda member killed back in January there? What's your feeling on an American turned terrorist?
Well, he turned terrorist. He was actually he was raised Jewish, and he converted to Islam in 1995. He flew over to Pakistan in 1998 and actually joined Al-Qaeda pre-9/11. He wasn't necessarily a tactical leader, but he was really good in, as far as Al-Qaeda was concerned, for doing media matters, propaganda, recruitment, because he was known as Azam the American. He was always calling for attacks on American soil in Australia. Recently, I think in September of last year, he was even, he's been calling for the overthrow of the Saudi Arabian government, the Pakistani government, and he was always explaining to people online how easy it is to get guns in the United States without ID. So what are you waiting for? Start attacking these people. So he was pretty much just a dirtbag, and he got what he deserved.
Robert, are we still relying on intel from locals in these regions?
Yeah, we are. Part of the problem, though, as of late, has been once they get into trouble with the locals, their local government, or in the case in Iraq with ISIS nearby, and they ask for our help, we've been a little slow to help them out. They've helped us, and then like the doctor in Pakistan that helped with the bin Laden raid, he's still in prison, and I don't think we're doing enough to get him out. The people in al-Baghdadi near al-Assad, when ISIS came in and they asked for our help because they helped us in 2007, and we didn't help them. If they realize what happens if they're collaborating with Americans, and if we're not willing to stand up for them, they're going to be less apt to try to help us with our intelligence gathering.
Without that information from them, would you have been able to do the great job that you did?
I don't think so. I mean, the human intelligence sources on the ground are always a really good help, and as long as we treat them right, we can keep them. I think a combination of sources on the ground and other types of intelligence, it just helps to layer it. It's redundancy, and I mean, we're definitely better off with it than we are without it.
Sure. Rob O'Neill, we thank you for your time and your keen insight on this. Thanks.
Thanks, Elizabeth.